In a world that's always pulling for our attention, just finding a single moment of calm can feel like an absolute superpower. So, in this explainer, we're going to dive into a really simple but profound way to anchor ourselves in the present moment, inspired by the beautiful work of Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh. So, let me just ask you this. Are you living on autopilot? I mean, have you ever been driving home and you suddenly realize you just don't remember the last few miles at all? Or maybe you're brushing your teeth, but your mind is already jumping ahead to a meeting that's hours away? We've all been there.
And you know what? You're not alone in feeling this way. As Thich Nhat Hanh puts it, we often become so busy that we forget what we are doing or even who we are. It's so true. We get lost in the rush and we just forget to be. But what if there was a simple tool to bring us back?
Well, there is. And it's this ancient, incredibly simple tool from the Zen tradition. They're called mindfulness verses. So let's really dig into what these are and how they actually work. So, this tool is called a gatha. It's a Sanskrit word for a short verse of poetry. And you can just think of it as a little mental anchor. It's a simple phrase or a tiny poem you silently say to yourself to bring your full attention to whatever it is you're doing right now. Now, a gatha does two really cool things at once. First, it helps you become fully aware of your actions, kind of pulling your mind back from all those distractions. And second, it actively helps you build a more positive mindset, watering what the source material calls the positive healing seeds in our consciousness. And here's the key thing to remember. This isn't about escaping your life or your daily tasks. Not at all. It's actually about engaging with them on a much deeper level. The whole purpose is to stay with what you're doing, but in a way that feels positive and meaningful, turning something mundane into something more. So, what does this actually look like in real life? Let's walk through a few moments in a totally typical day and see how you can weave this ancient tool into our super modern lives. Okay, so the practice begins the second your day does. Seriously, before you check your phone, before you even swing your legs out of bed, there's a perfect opportunity for mindfulness. Just imagine starting your day with this verse. Waking up this morning, I smile. 24 brand new hours are before me. I vow to live fully in each moment and to look at all beings with eyes of compassion. I mean, just silently repeating that can set such a powerful, positive intention for your entire day. All right, that's the morning. But what about those times we totally zone out, like the daily commute? Well, this practice can completely transform that too. So before you even turn the key, you can just say to yourself, before starting the car, I know where I am going. The car and I are one. If the car goes fast, I go fast. This simple verse reminds you that you're in control, that you're present in the journey itself, not just racing to the destination. It basically turns a commute into a moving meditation. And chores, those tasks we just want to get over with as fast as possible. Believe it or not, even washing the dishes can become a moment of genuine peace. Washing the dishes is like bathing a baby Buddha. The profane is the sacred, everyday mind is Buddha mind. Wow, that is such a powerful verse. It elevates this simple, boring chore into a sacred act. It reminds us that when we're truly present, there's really no difference between the mundane and the miraculous. And what's really fascinating is that as you keep practicing, these little verses start to unlock some pretty deep understandings about the world. They can reveal these profound concepts, like what Thich Nhat Hanh calls interbeing. Okay, check out this gathantha for checking out the compost or recycling. In the garbage, I see a rose. In the rose, I see the garbage. Now, at first glance, that might sound a little weird. A rose and garbage, they're complete opposites, right? I mean, it makes sense. We see them as totally separate things. The rose is beautiful, fragrant, alive. The garbage is, well, it's decaying and not so pleasant. But this gatha asks us to look a little deeper. When you really think about it, they're deeply connected. That beautiful rose, after it wilts, becomes part of the garbage. That garbage then decomposes, becomes nutrient-rich compost, and that compost nourishes the soil for a new rose to grow. One simply cannot exist without the other. They're not separate, they inter-are. So, if you're looking for a super simple place to start, you can use this little breathing exercise anytime, anywhere. Just follow your breath. As you breathe in, silently say in. As you breathe out, out. Then you can add more. Deep, slow, then calm, ease, and finally, a smile and release. It's such a powerful little tool to bring you right back to now. So what's the ultimate goal of all of this?
Really, it's about finding your wonderful moment, right here, right now. Because the real miracle isn't some big, flashy thing. It's just being awake.
As Thich Nhat Hanh wrote, the real miracle is to be awake in the present moment. It's not about achieving some far-off state of enlightenment. It's about fully experiencing the wonder that is right in front of you, whether that's a cup of tea, a conversation with a friend, or even a single breath. This whole practice gives us the greatest gift imaginable, our own life, as it's happening. The present moment is the only moment in which we can be alive. How wonderful to be alive. That isn't just some nice sentiment. It's a profound truth.
And you know what the best part is? It's so accessible. You don't need to go off to a monastery or buy a special meditation cushion. All you truly need is your own breath and the simple intention to be present. Everything we've talked about today is drawn from the teachings in Present Moment, Wonderful Moment by Thich Nhat Hanh. It's just a fantastic collection of these little mindfulness verses for everyday life.
So, we'll just leave you with this one question to carry with you into your day. It could be in your morning coffee, the sound of rain outside your window, or the simple act of washing your hands. Where will you find your wonderful moment?